It's week 8 already. Hasn't it gone fast, off Strictly? My next guests are going to be dancing the samba tomorrow night. John Whaite and Johannes Radebe are here. Haven't been described as, well, they're the couple to beat.
Well, I feel that this is a testimony to the same-sex couple. It's absolutely exquisite.
I love the chemistry between you. I think it's very, very special, and it's unique, and it comes in every single dance. This was spectacular. It feels like you're the couple to beat.
I was just thinking through that dance, I might teach Jonathan, my fiancé, darling, and steal it as my wedding dance.
I'm a little overwhelmed, really. I have to be honest with you. It was the best thing I've seen all night.
Oh, wow. It's so good to see you both.
It's great to see you.
I loved you as Captain Sparrow. Well, both Captain Sparrows, really.
So did my boyfriend, Lorraine.
I'll bet
I went
you did.
home in that get-up.
Did you? I think we'll draw a veil over that, will we? But congratulations, it's been amazing, hasn't it? It's been fantastic. It just works, both of you.
Yeah.
It really does.
We just have a lot of respect for each other, don't we? From day one, we've said, you know, when we're on that dance floor and in the training room or in our dressing room, it's about us. It's not a competition, it's about what we do together and how we progress. And we've maintained that, haven't we?
Throughout, my babe.
Yeah.
Throughout.
I mean, I know you bring out the best in people, but what material you had to work with, I mean, it's not bad, is it?
Definitely not, Lorraine. Definitely not. It's a tick. It's a big bonus. And as I was saying to him, I said, I've never made it this far in the competition. You know, and that's the reality that he's here, and that's the reason why I've been this far, honestly.
But your choreography is amazing. And also, I mean, you must feel so... It's a trust thing, isn't it?
I've never felt as trusted in my life, especially, I mean, we're going to talk about it in a minute, the samba this week.
Yes.
He has thrown a lot at that samba, and at first I felt a bit overwhelmed, but it's because he trusts me, and I trust him to trust me, and we just work, don't we? We click. We click so perfectly.
The samba's a hard one, isn't it? It's a tough one.
I've never been so out of breath in my life, Lorraine.
Really?
This week, I mean, I've had to take regular breaks, haven't we? We've had plenty of carbohydrates, we've been well watered. But no, this week's the hardest week, I think. Do you think it's the hardest week?
I absolutely do. It's hard, it's energetic, it's demanding and technical. Yeah. But he's worked hard, and I trust that.
Exactly, that is the thing. You do work really hard. The reaction has been, I would say, overwhelmingly positive. Have you found that?
Massively.
Good.
Yeah, you know, we were both a bit anxious about it at first. We thought, you know, because we're conditioned as gay people to take a lot of flack. That's just the reality of it. But actually, we've had very little flack. We've had so much support, so much kindness. And every single day we have our inboxes are flooded with lovely messages. And it just goes to show that the world is ready for this. Yeah. And what the most reassuring thing is that people see this and they don't see two men. They see dance partners.
Exactly.
And that's what it's about, because dancing is an art form. It's about respect between two people. And for 90 seconds, they dedicate themselves to each other on the dance floor.
I mean, when you see that you're just another couple.
Yeah.
I think the first episode, there was a lot of attention.
Yeah.
And then everybody just went, well, yeah, they're just two unbelievably fantastic dancers.
Well, I think the pairing itself is significant.
Yeah.
But we've always said that on that dance floor, we want to be judged as dancers.
Of course.
Not as two gay men, not as two men, as dancers. And I think people take that, don't they?
Oh, and it is very sexy, a lot of the dance. And we share something. Front cover of Attitude.
Yeah.
How gorgeous is that? Can I just say? Ooh, fantastic. It's a very interesting read.
It's not appropriate. Close that book.
But you both, I mean, obviously, you're in great shape. Of course you are, of course.
You say
but
that.
I don't think you have ever looked more buff.
Well, I know. I don't know what happened. I've ditched the cake and worked on my bum instead, you know.
It's fantastic. It's great. You are looking really, really well. But everybody says that. You get such energy and you lose weight and you feel better.
Yeah, I mean, you know, whatever shape and size you are, it's, you know, just do you. But for me, I just kind of thought that going to the gym was a great way of dealing with, you know, depression and stuff like that.
Of course.
And it worked out well. And it came at the right time, because when I got the call for Strictly, I just got the guns.
You'd been working out, so it absolutely
And when I worked out,
out.
I had him. When I found out I had him next to me, I thought, right, I've got to be, you know, fairly slender for this one, because you can't chuck me in the air if I'm 16 stone, but I am 16 stone.
But also, 16 proper stone. But also you're lifted
Yeah.
for the first time.
In my life.
Is that not wonderful?
That was liberating in a way I can't explain. And that is why I say he's just perfect for me, Lorraine, in that regard. I mean, the strength of this man, he matches me. It's the first time I've ever had somebody match me in strength. And you can see it on the dance floor.
But it's quite dangerous because when we're spinning around at breakneck speed, that does become a real risk that we might break each other's necks because we're both quite hefty, and he's just pure muscle. This one,
Totally.
So he's heavier than you think.
Yeah.
Pure muscle.
Yeah.
Prime beef. So when we are lifting each other, it is dangerous.
It is
you know?
actually, but it's spectacular to see. And again, that goes back to the trust thing, doesn't it?
True.
You absolutely trust each other to be in the right place and to be doing the right thing at the right time.
We've had a few knocks and bruises.
I bet you
know?
have, yeah.
We've had a few knocks and bruises. I've burst his lip and we've bashed each other's nether regions once or twice, which is what happens. But, we live to tell the tale.
Sure. And I guess, you are, in the sense, of course, you are trailblazers, but wouldn't it be great when we come to the day where it'll just be another couple? It won't be, it'll be a big deal when it's not a big deal. I know I say that quite a lot, but, it's true.
That's what we're fighting for, Injustice first has to be remedied with justice, and after justice comes equality. When we get to equality, that's when people look at that and think, oh, 2 more dancers. And there might be 3 male couples next year. There might be a male couple and 2 female couples.
Who knows?
And that's what we're hoping for.
Yeah, and it's just you're just all part of the gorgeous Strictly bubble.
That's it.
Tell me about the wee penny that you've got. This is
My lucky
Are you a superstitious person?
Not
really.
Not really, but if I see a magpie, I salute it.
Right.
And if I find a penny, I've got to pick it up. But on the first day of the live shows, when we were doing our tango, I found a penny when I was out walking the dog with Paul. And so I took it and tucked it in my knickers. And then Billy, our dresser, the lovely guy who dresses us, said that you can't have that rattling around your knickers. So he actually made a little pouch on my microphone belt.
Oh.
And the penny is now sewn into my microphone belt.
So it's there all the time?
All the time. And Billy guards that with his life. I think he takes it home in the week to look after it. And if it's not there on Saturday, he's panicking and flustered. So Billy is the guardian of my lucky penny.
Oh, and how are the nerves? Because I always think, that bit, they say, now to control the dance floor, to dance the samba. Is that not when you go...
It is, because we run through the dance just before we go on. And
do you go outside beforehand?
Yes.
Yeah, and I often forget, don't I? And I don't know, what do you think when that happens? Do you
I want to run away, but it's okay. I can't run away, and I have to keep calm and make sure that he's okay. It's stressful. We also get stressed out, Lorraine.
Yeah, I'm sure. No, it is.
These guys have to work so hard, though, because they've got to manage their own nerves, because, performers get nerves anyway, but they also have to look after us. So the pros on Strictly, especially this pro, they're the ones who make the show, Huge kudos to you guys, because without you, it'd be a hot mess.
But also, what I found was amazing last week, and it doesn't happen very often, you made Shirley cry in a really good way.
Yeah.
She was crying with joy and happiness and just being overwhelmed by your dance.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
She's a world champ,
I know.
and she's a queen of rumba. And I kept on saying to John, watch Shirley. But he was also doing his homework back home. I mean, she's just phenomenal, and she knows what she's talking about. And I said to him, hold on to that 10, my darling, because you were brilliant.
Yeah. No, it was. It was a very, very special moment. Looking forward to seeing you on Saturday. Thank you so much for coming in, and just keep doing what you do.
We'll certainly try.
It's wonderful to watch, it really is. And Strictly, of course, continues tomorrow, 6:40 on BBC One.